Right. The objective is to know how to use active trader, or within IBKR we have some easy ways to enter and exit the trades. Uh, right. We all know that in trading there are certain things which are out of control. There can be a sudden surprise news about some war or some inflation rate hikes. Nobody can control those things. So none of the technical analysis will work with such type of sudden news. Or but whatever is in our control, if we can control them or if we can manage them, then minimum, right, the amount of risk will be reduced. We can make higher profits, or we can reduce the losses. So that's what I want to show you, like how I do it, how I do the trading. And I want to show how I do it on IBKR, how I do it on Thinkorswim. I use both the platforms. And also, right, what I do on a day-to-day basis is I look at various news and other things on that day. I look at like which stocks moved so high, right, which of them moved nicely on the day, and which of them went down so much. I keep them in my watch list in trading view. And I also keep looking at the SPY, right? Because basically, right, SPY is our indicator. If SPY or your ES is moving up, then basically you can buy calls. If SPY is going down, then we know that you can sell the calls or you can buy the puts. Right? That is one common tip or common strategy. Or you can also use VIX as an indication. If VIX is going up, then time to buy the puts. If VIX is going down, yeah, then it is time to buy the calls. Right? Either you can use SPY, basically all the top 500 companies in the S&P index. You can buy calls or puts based on the SPY movements. Then second thing, right, even I hope you know about futures, right? For example, we have crude oil. If crude oil is today morning, crude oil went down so much, right, from 86 to 80 or something. So most of the oil and gas stocks, they went down. So that's where we sold calls, we made profits. So even futures, you can use ES or NQ or CL too, which will give an indication, right, how the stocks will behave. They are like the parents. The futures are like parents, and the stocks basically follow them. Whatever happens in stocks, basically options, we will have the same impact. So if we look at futures, that also gives you an idea, right? So I also look at, I have all these right energy tickers or mid cap or S&P top 100, and then various watch lists for each day. What are the stocks which can move in September for materials, healthcare, financial, energy, and then short squeezed and stocks below $50, like that. We also have futures. So I will also keep looking at futures, right? How for example, how oil is moving, or right, if it is going down, that means your oil and gas, most of the, right, your COP, XOM, all those stocks can keep going down. If your ES, right, for example, if ES, right, if ES is going down, that means you can buy puts on Tesla, you can buy puts on Amazon, you can buy puts on Nvidia. Generally, based on this, most of that, right, it is like an indication, right? In addition to that, you can also look at like what is the support and resistance levels. And if ES is going down, and if a stock is close to the resistance, then that is a good indication to know that, okay, that stock can come down. If ES is moving up, and if a stock is close to the support, that is a good indication that that stock can move up. So like this, yeah, there are various strategies, but this is one of the strategies or one of the ways. Even you can also keep watching, and if you see that something, right, future, if yes, then all tech stocks. If CL, right, crude oil, then basically all the oil and gas energy stocks. Then NASDAQ and Q, all the NASDAQ related stocks, like that. It will give you a clear indication so that you know what to do, which stocks to buy, or whether to buy calls, whether to buy puts, or you can do the reverse. Instead of buying calls, you can also sell the puts, so that as a seller, you collect the, right, theta decay, implied volatility. Today there is a lot of volatility. So if you sell calls, right? Today we did a lot of selling, nearly all the sells, right? Yesterday we sold MRK 88 call, right? Valero we sold, XOM we sold, UVXY, right? Still market is moving, right? Going down. That's why UVXY is still, but after this meeting, if SPY starts moving up, then UVXY will come down, and then basically we can make profit on that. And then, yeah, basically, right, SPY, right, today it was more bearish trend, but still we were able to make some money on Snow 170 call, and then, but majority of, right, because it's a bearish trend, we have to look at the overall trend for the day, and we can, right, if it is a bearish trend, we can sell the calls rather than buying the calls, right? Sometimes, right, we also get tempted by looking at something close to the support, right? We made profit, but yeah, risk is definitely, right? Roku, we made a loss. SPY, it went down, but again it came up. But right, it is always better based on the overall trend. If we know that, oh, it is a bearish day, most of the stocks are going down, then better you take, you sell the calls or you buy the puts. Or if you see that it's a bullish day, right, based on the pre-market volumes and how pre-market is behaving, we can do the opposite side. You buy calls or sell the puts, or you buy stocks if market is looking bullish. If the overall day, if market is looking bearish, we can mainly do the selling calls or buying puts. So, right, we did all these things. Let us try to see, right? I'm waiting for that meeting to be over so that if SPY, right, there can be sudden reversal, SPY can suddenly move up, and then all the stocks can start moving up. I'm just waiting for that confirmation, and I have 3 to 4 monitors, right? On one of them I'll be watching stocks, on one of them on futures, on one of them I'll be watching various tickers for the day to see, like, okay, is Sava, right, reversing, right? It went down, is it, right? Initially it started moving up where we bought calls, then suddenly it started going down where immediately we closed with a stop loss and we sold the calls. So from here to here, nearly we made 70 to 80% of the profits, right? And again, after this meeting, there is a possibility, if there are no surprises and if there is some positive statements from Powell, then immediately all stocks can start moving up, right? How we will know? Basically, if you keep looking at SPY, if SPY starts moving, then basically all the stocks will follow. Then you can quickly buy calls on some of the stocks which are oversold, right? If you look at Sava, it went down nearly 21% today, right? So it went down 20, nearly 22%. FREY, again, another good stock, it went down 12%. So if SPY starts moving up, then immediately you can see that this FREY, SAVA, DVN, right? Market is all about up and down, right? We complicate it too much, but whatever is oversold, it will start moving up, or whatever is overbought, it will start going down. So either you look at the top or you look at the bottom. If UVXY went so high today, right, from $10, it went to nearly 12.5. If suddenly SPY starts moving, then immediately it will start coming down. Then you can basically sell the calls or you can buy the puts for UVXY. You quickly make some 30, 40, 50% money within few minutes. In the same way, right, you do VXX or you do BYNT, you do Dollar Tree. These are, right, they are moving positively today. Then whereas most of the stocks are moving negatively. So if there is a positive news, then immediately these stocks will, right, they are oversold now. It went so much down today, right? It was nearly $50 yesterday. So you can see that, right? It came from $50 to $40. So buyers will be interested to buy it back. So If we see any positive indication on SPY, immediately if we buy a call on SAVA, or if we buy a call on FREY, if we buy a call on DVN, then generally, right, again, we look at the support and resistance levels to see whether they are close to that. And if we buy, then immediately we can quickly make some profits. So, right, that is one thing I wanted to explain. Then second thing is basically, right, so I have a 100K account. Let's try to use this account and let's do some trades. So this is IBKR interface, right? Similar to Active Trader in Thinkorswim. In the IBKR, we have this interface where you can just quickly click on buy market, sell market. You can put some number here. You can do buy. This is like limit order, right? You can say buy limit or sell limit. And so you don't need to go type anything quickly, right? This will immediately, right? You can keep adding, right? If you see that something is moving up really well as you predicted, if you want to add more contracts, you can add more contracts. Or if you want to trim some positions, let us say I bought some 50 contracts. I want to take out 10 contracts after it moves 20-30%. I will do some, right? Yeah, I'm looking at SPY. I see that there is a bounce as expected. Yeah, SPY is moving, SAVA is moving, right? Let's take, right, SAVA 42 call. Okay, let me just buy. So I just clicked on this, right? I have SAVA here. I have all my watch list items here. You can see that, right? SAVA, I bought 10 contracts at 22 cents. Yeah, I see that SAVA is at a support close to 40, and if it moves, it can move to 42. Right. Generally, I try to limit to 2 to 3 tickers at a time, because if you have too many open and suddenly if there is any market news or something, then all the positions will get reversed. So that's why if you have 2 or 3 tickers at one time, then it is easy for you to manage it. Oh, sorry. Oh, it seems that's why I'm getting a lot of calls. Okay, let me share the screen. Sorry, I didn't realize that I was not sharing the screen. Okay. Yeah. Let me quickly repeat what I mentioned. So I mentioned that I will be using Trading View. I'll be maintaining my watch list for every day. I have a watch list with all the semiconductor stocks based on, right, if CL is moving, then I look at energy, right, all various energy stocks. I look like what are the various energy stocks which are moving, or if something mid cap stocks or futures, semiconductor, based on right, which stocks are moving, I will look into that watch list. I will take those stickers, and then right, I create a watch list based on the news, catalysts, and based on pre-market volumes, all those things. Every day I create a watch list for that day. For example, right, yesterday I saw that SAVA moved so much, so I added that. FREY, right, it moved up. There is a lot of good catalysts around that, so I added that. And then like that, some stocks which are overbought or oversold, I will add all of them into the watch list. And then based on how SPY and futures are behaving, I will play with those tickers, right? You can see that now SAVA is moving up, right? Just now, right, we bought some 10 contracts for SAVA. So I was showing this is the IBKR interface, where similar to active trader, where you can buy and sell quickly. You can just click with a single button click. You can do buy or you can do sell. You can do buy limit. You can do sell limit. You can cancel all the open orders, just like whatever we can do in active trader. So let us do some transactions with IBKR, and then we will use active trader on Thinkorswim. So I took a 100K account so that we can see, like, at the end of today's session, how much money we can make in the next 1 hour. Right. So again, as I mentioned, SPY is our indicator. We have to look at SPY, how SPY is behaving. Based on the SPY movements, we can buy calls or we can sell calls. So if you see, right, yeah, there is a SPY is trying to move, but yeah, let's give some more time. And also I'm looking into other tickers. So I have total 3 to 4 monitors here. In one of them I have futures. In one of the monitors I have a SPY. In one of the monitors I have all the stocks. So I'm trying to see. So if SPY moves up, then basically we can buy some calls and make money. If SPY is coming down, then basically you sell the calls or you buy the puts and we can make money. Right. So as far as I know, Sava should move to 42 again, or minimum 41 in next 1 hour. I don't know if there was any positive news or right. You can see that, like, since last 15 minutes, you can see all the green candles. So there should be, right, it is trying to break out a resistance at 40.2. If it breaks that, then it can go to 41 plus. So I got, right, I just clicked on buy market here, right? I am trying to buy Sava 42 call. I clicked on buy market. I kept the default size as 10. So I got 10 contracts at 22 cents. So let's give some time and see. Right. In meantime, I'll see what other tickers are good to close to a support. So FREY is also looking good. Right. Again, as I mentioned, it was oversold. Right. Yesterday it was over $15 or $16. It got oversold. Now it started moving up. Right. As the SPY started moving up, this also started moving up. So I was busy talking, otherwise we would have taken this and it would have already given 20-25%. So our main items, Sava, Frey, and then, right, again, let's wait. It may again come back to here, somewhere here, which is a strong support or low of the day. Then again, it will come back, move up from here. So we don't need to buy somewhere in the middle, right? We have to just wait with patience, and then let it come here, and then we can buy it, so we can make the maximum profits. Because we have so many opportunities, we don't need to buy something in middle, because it can come down or it can go up. If it comes down, then you are losing all the theta decay, time volatility, all those things, and by the time it moves up, already you might have lost a lot of premium. So let's wait on this one. And BVN. Yeah, SPY is still going down. Went to 363. I think still it is good to sell some calls rather than buying calls because still there is no positive movement in the SPY. So because SPY is going down, then it is better for us to see like which stocks are close to the resistance and then sell those calls which are close to the resistance. So this DVN, right? It is close to the resistance levels. It already got oversold, but it is close to the resistance and it is going further down. So we can go to click here, DVN, and then options. Right, the current value is 56.85. What I can do is I can sell this call. So I select it and then basically I do sell limit. I sold the calls, right? Because it looks like it is still bearish. It is still going down. So generally based on the premium, right? If it is, for example, around $1 premium, then I buy it, right? I do this 3 or 4 times. Or you can start first and then as it keeps going down, you can add few more contracts, right? Now if you see DVN, right, it is coming down. So because you sold the calls, if the stock remains at the same price, right, at same place, or if it goes down, or if it moves little up, still we will make profits, right? Only if it suddenly moves to 57, 58 or something, we may lose. Otherwise, because we are right, we are acting like a seller, right? We are like a casino now. We are not a casino player. We are like casino. So we can make money if it goes down or stays there, or if it just moves little bit. Because out of the premium which we collected for different things. We collected for the implied volatility, we collected for the time decay, we collected for the price movement. So even though price stays or moves little bit up, also we'll be in profits. So that's why selling calls on this type of bearish days is a good strategy. Right, SPY is still going down. So that's why instead of buying a call, I sold a call. Right. So because of the bid and ask, all those things initially you will see them in unrealized loss because you buy somewhere in between, whereas it looks at what was the bid. But yeah, if you give some minutes, then they will turn into profits. So one is we bought Sava call, which is moving up, and then we bought DVN. We sold the DVN calls. Then let me look at one more ticker in meantime. Let's see. Tesla is also very bearish, but generally suddenly it can move. So that's why generally I avoid Tesla. It seems the SPY is moving up. We can buy some SPY. SPY, QQQ, all of them are moving. Sure, let me, so SPY is around 364. So let me buy something which is in the money. Right, you can do buy limit, because generally the liquidity is very high for, we can, even if you do buy market or buy limit, generally you get at a best price. DVN is still going down. SPY is moving up. QQQ. So you can see that, right? How SPY is spiking up. Generally, right? If I'm only doing trading without talking to any of you, I would have bought 50 contracts or something. So if you see here, already we made nearly $600 on this, right? There is a spike can go to 366, 367. So, right, you can see nearly we made $1,000 now on SPY. Right, because SPY is moving up, then there's DVN. What we can do is we can close that, right? Because now we are in the bullish mode. Just we can select this. Right, we can just do sell limit. Oh, sorry, actually, yeah, it should be buy limit. Oh, because we sold it earlier. Now you want to buy it back and close it, because SPY is very bullish now, right? If you see SPY, see how within 5 minutes how it spiked from 363 to 364.9. I think that meeting is over, and there is no surprise, or so immediately SPY and all the stocks will start moving. So we can take some, right? Sava will move good. So you can see Sava, right? It moved from nearly 50 cents. Then you can see Frey, right? All this oversold will start moving up, right? So, right, as I mentioned, now we close the ones, now we can just do buy limit, right? So that whatever you lost earlier, you can make it, because now things are moving, SPY is moving up, and now you want to take some profits, right? You can see it can move up to 366. But if you want to trim some, you can always trim some positions. DVN is going up, Sava is going up, right? And then your SPY is moving up. So if you, right, when it is in the bullish trend, you whichever you buy, right? If you see most of the stocks, they will be in the bullish trend, right? Which especially whichever are oversold, right? You see, right? For example, if we got Valero, already would have made 50-60%. Or if you got Chevron, it already moved nearly $1. If you got Asan, it moved nearly from 20-30 cents. So if you do lotto trades on any of these things which were oversold, so now you see, right? You all, it is nearly $2,000 we made on SPY, and $400 got reduced to $120 on DVN. Sava, because it is high volatile, right? Because of implied volatility, even though it is moving, still our profits are not much. But right, because your support is 366, I am still waiting without panicking that oh, it went down. Right now it moved to 2,300, 2,500, 2,800, right? If you want it right now, you made over $3,000. If you want, right, if you want to take out some positions, right? I sold some positions. I protected my capital. It moved nearly 100% up. So I protected, I'm protecting my capital. Right. If it 366 is strong support, and if it crosses that, then 370 is also possible. Then this can become a multi-bagger, right? That can turn into 200, 300% up. But always good to get your capital back so that you are not risking your capital, right? Now you got our capital back. It is like a free money now, right? Our 100K became 102.6K. So even though I lose all these trades, still I have my 100K, right? That is the most important, right? We should not think that, oh, I want to make 200% on every stock or every option. Once you get your capital back, then you will have less tensions, less risk. Dividend is moving good, but why the ticker? Right, you can see some right, FREY is also moving good. Right, you can see that it moved from here to here. If you bought a 13 call or 14 call, we'd have made some good money. Right? But right, if I am alone, I would have taken 3-4 positions, but I want to share that, especially if you are new, don't try to buy too many things at one time. Just go slow. Try to get to maximum. So I'm looking at SPY chart. SPY is still looking bullish. So that's why I am still keeping my other 10 contracts. Right. So as I mentioned today, right, when you thought like it is coming down, but suddenly it started moving up. So don't panic. Just close that. Don't think that, right, oh, I'm losing. Again, you took the reverse direction and now you will make profits on this one. Whatever you lost here, you will make those. So basically your loss will turn into profit. Right. Let me look at some other tickers which are good to go. Right. Let's Oxy also got oversold today. So Oxy also started moving. So let me buy Oxy 58, right? Especially with Lotus, try to be in the money, because if you buy Oxy 60 or something, you may not make much, or you may lose everything in the extrinsic value. So what I'm doing, I will just buy some Oxy buy limit. Right, I got some 20 contracts. Sava also, I should have got 40 call. By mistake, I did 42, but because now the stock is around $40. So if you get a in the money call, it is always better. Uh, Out of the money, you may not make much on the Lotus. So let me, right, I'm closing Sava here, right, because 42, the risk is high, right? If it doesn't go to 42, or if it takes time, so we may lose it. So let me just close this Sava call with a small loss, because 40 call ideal, but I see that those again stock is coming down. So I closed it. And Oxy is still trying to go up. Right. Again, one more thing we can do is 42 is a strong resistance for Savat, right? The stock came to 42, around 42 multiple times and came down. So if we want, we can also sell some 43 call or something, right? Because the possibility for Sava to move to 43 is very less, because 42 acted as a strong resistance today. We can go to Sava, right? Especially theta decay will be so high now, right? But if you see what is the, right, you are not collecting much money, right? Only if you, that $15, $20, you get it. If you sell 42 call, there is not much money, so we can just avoid it. But that is one way you can do when you thought it will go in the positive, but it is not moving quickly. Then you can just close and do the opposite side, and you can, especially on a Friday, if you sell it above the resistance, the chances of the stock going over that is very less. So you can make good money. Right, SPY continues to go up. which is good. I see CRM. Snow is also very good today, so I think we can see what is the. Right, as I mentioned, if SPY is going up, then basically your UVXY will come down. If we want, we can, right, you can sell UVXY 12.5 call or something. Because I see that SPY is very bullish, right? You can see, yeah, we have still unrealized at $1,600 plus. Right, Oxy is also moving good. Right, the major mistake most of us do, right? We're not closing the losers. We assume that it will move up, but instead of that, you close and take the opposite side, then you be right. For example, this DVNO, you are $400 less. Now you immediately we took the opposite side. Now we are down to 116 or something. So if we can practice that, we all make mistakes in the start, right? Every trader, there won't be any trader, even though very experienced trader, we all make mistakes. Only thing is, if we can learn from those mistakes and try not to repeat those mistakes, we'll be able to make good profits. Right? If we continue to do the same mistakes again and again, that is where our accounts will be wiped out. But if we can reduce them, right? As I said, SPY is crossing 366, which is good. If it crosses, VWAP is at around 366.8. If it crosses that, then 370 is also possible. Then we can make nearly $5,000-6,000 on SPY itself. But let's give time, right? Once it VWAP, I will add few more contracts at that point of time, because VWAP can be your support or it can be resistance also. From VWAP, it can come back or it can move up from there. So once it crosses VWAP, then it is a clear confirmation that everybody, most of the people will be ready to buy those calls at that point. Then it can move much quickly. So if it crosses 366.7, then yeah, easily 368 is possible. 368 to 369. Right now, see DVN, it was in loss earlier. Now we moved into profits. Right, UVXY is coming down. Right, your QQQ. Right, I would have taken calls when SPY started moving, but again, I don't want to take too many calls. I'm trying to explain to you. So SPY, you can see, right, nearly $3 move, right, which is more than 100% or 150% we made on SPY calls. DVN came down, it started moving up. And you can do the same thing, right? PXD. You just see like, okay, which stocks are, right? There is a good volume, which stocks are showing that positive move. Then basically, if you get those, looking at support and resistance levels, then basically we can make a quick 30, 40%, 50%. Sometimes you make 100% also, especially Friday, because your premiums will be less. You can make 100 to 100% quickly, or they can become zeros. Right, zone. So I think we got Oxy right, but yeah. So now DVN is in profits, Oxy is in profit, SPY is in profit. Uh, Oxy. So DVN, there is a resistance around 57.5. That's why it is coming down again. Uh, so, right, but to VWAP, close to VWAP, it is acting as resistance. So, but we'll give some more time. If it moves over that VWAP, then 366.67, then 368, 369 is possible. If it comes to 365, then we can close it. We can close the contracts with some profits. But I think it should bounce back over the VWAP. Right? Because in market there will be always bearish and bullish. Some people will be happy with whatever they got. They will sell it quickly. Some people want to keep for more. So because Friday, people might be trying to sell it off. Sawa started moving, but yeah, if we should have taken 40 call, then it would have given good profits. By mistake, I took a 42 call. Otherwise, yeah, Sawa is also moving good. FREY is also moving good. DVN moved up and then there is a resistance, so it came back a little. But as long as its SPY goes up, then most of these stocks will follow. So if SPY comes to 365, then I will close all these things and then we can enter the other side. But if SPY crosses 366.67, then 368 is possible. I think we made a mistake by selling Sava. It is moving good. 40.75 now. So if you got 40 call, it would have been 60-70% up. SPY is still right. Bulls are fighting to take it over 366. So, right, while SPY is trying to move, what we can do is, right, let me take you to active trader. So it is right in the think or swim platform. It is similar to that, right? Whatever we did in think or swim, this is the same thing, but in a different platform. So I already sent you the setup. So I have, right, I sent you the work. Right. So for example, whichever you want to do, let us say, which stock is moving. Okay, FREY is moving. It is above VWAP, but it already moved so much, so we don't want to take that. BVN is also moving. Okay, let me take a SPY itself because I feel that SPY can, right, if you're, so I basically entered SPY, right, it is above the VWAP. If you want to add any studies or anything, you can go to studies. And I already, right, shared you how to add VWAP, other things. I have various studies, I can add that study here. I see that VWAP is, SPY is looking bullish. Let me buy some SPY. Or let me get the AMD, right? AMD is above VWAP. Let me just show you. I want to buy some 10 stocks. Right, I can say, I can do buy the ask. Right, so immediately stock is moving, right? You can see everything here. I just kept it, I clicked on the button, right? If you want to take AMD calls, R68 is good to take now. right? You can see that it is above all the EMS exponential moving averages, and it is moving very quick. And SPY is also trying to break the VWAP 366.8. Right? If you go back to our thing, you can see that now we have nearly $3,500 on SPY calls. Right? If you want to sell it, then basically sell market or right. That's it. Just two button clicks. If you see candle moving up, then click on buy the ask or buy market. Right. This is like limit orders. Right. Buy the ask, sell market is like limit orders. Or you see that it is coming down, then immediately you can do the sell market. Right. Again, now you see the green. Right. It is above all the VWAPs. Again, all the EMS. Very steady. Right, it is above the VWAP. Generally, if it is above VWAP, that is a good indication. Right, your SPY is also trying to break the VWAP. If it breaks VWAP, it can move much higher. So I think it will definitely go to 368. It is, yeah, it broke the VWAP. So if we want, we can go here and we can add. Right, I added that because it crossed VWAP, it gave me additional confidence that this can give more profits. Right, another indication. So I did buy market. I took some more 10 more contracts. So initially I took my capital out. Now I added another 10 because SPY broke the VWAP, right? You saw that this yellow line is the VWAP. So AMD is above VWAP. SPY is breaking the VWAP. It broke the VWAP and it came little down, but expecting it to go to 368. Because yeah, right, if you see all this is volume, right, you have all the green candles, that means a lot of buying pressure. There is, right, as I told you, VWAP can act as support or resistance. So there is some resistance here, but if this can be broken, then basically it can quickly go to 368. Again, I want to buy 10 more stocks by the market. Right, because it is, right, you see that there is a lot of buying pressure with AMD. Even here, right, it is trying to break. There is a lot of buying pressure, a lot of buying volume. They are trying to, right, some bears means basically people who want to sell the positions. Bulls are basically people who want to buy the positions. So bears try to bring it down, then bulls, optimistic traders, they are trying to take it up over the VWAP. If it goes above VWAP, then there will be a lot more buyers will join the party, and there will be a lot more buying volume, and this can move to 367 or 368. We missed great profits in Sava, right? You can see we should have kept it like that, right? From 40 to nearly coming to 42. Yeah, that would have been a multi-bagger, but it's okay, right? Every day we'll have a lot of opportunities. So we don't need to worry, think about whatever has happened. Focus what we can do for the future. So DVN is moving good. We also took Oxy. Oxy is also moving. But yeah, Sava, because It moved so well, and 42 for 42 was a resistance. Once it goes to 42 again, it will come down. SPY is trying to, bears are pulling it back. Right. A lot of sellers are coming and trying to push it back. Let's we'll give some more time. Because it is in the money call, generally the risk is, or your extrinsic value is less. If it is out of the money, if you bought a 370 call or something, then your theta decay, all those things will be very, very high. But if you buy in the money call, you might pay little more extra premium, but you won't lose much theta decay and implied volatility. So that's why when you're doing lotos, it is always better to buy something in the money, close to in the money. Right, again, bulls are trying maximum to break the VWAP and take it above VWAP. Bears are trying to bring it down. So there is a tough fight between bulls and bears. You can see a big green candle, then a red candle. Like here even you can see, right, what is the profit and loss from the open. Right, if we don't use any charts or anything, generally you get panic when SPY or things are coming down. Immediately we get panic and we close them in the losses. And then you see that once you close it, the stock will start moving up. That's what happens generally for most traders. But if you keep watching the charts, then unless there is some event on the day, there can be sudden changes. Otherwise, the charts indicate what can be the possible move. So as long as you are looking at them, right? Because I'm looking at SPY chart, I see that there is a potential for it to move to 367 to 368. There is a high buying pressure. They are trying to take it, right? Even though it went to VWAP, came down little, but again, they are trying to take it over VWAP. There is a lot of buying pressure is there. And also you can see the bid and ask. Right, it is like level 2. How many buyers are ready to buy at this particular price? How many people are ready to sell at which price? Right, that also indicates what is the demand, what is the volume at different prices. Somebody is bidding at 67.9. Somebody is saying that I'm ready to sell at 67.92. But basically, your advantage is, right? It went to 367. Right, we need little more push from the buyers, and then you have 3,545. I'm expecting SPY to give good profits. So that's why I'm waiting. Maybe we can make $5,000 from SPY itself. That's why I'm not trying to enter a lot of positions also, because I want to show that when you have too many positions, it will be difficult for you to track, difficult to look into charts or anything. So that's why I am limiting. You can see that Valero is moving good. A lot of other stocks are also moving, right? As I mentioned, if then you have plenty of opportunities, right? That's why I give so many alerts. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm giving too many. I want to restrict, but when I see that, oh, there is a good opportunity, it can give 20-30% quickly. But yeah, I'll try to limit that to few alerts so that it will be easy for everyone, new beginners also. Right, it crossed SPY crossed 367. Right now you have $3,855 profit. Right, if you go here, you can see 367.15, and it can move to $368. Right, it went to 367.62. Right, you made some on 10 stocks, you made this much profit. Right, I didn't take a SPY calls here because I don't want to take so many trades. Right, it went to 36. So now if you see here, right, $4,600, $4,500. Right, I'm expecting 368. I will close at 368. That's fine. Right, Oxy you got 434, DVN 157. So if you see, our 100K became 105.1K now. Right. Right, 367.6. Come on, we want 368. Right, it crossed $5,000. If we want, we can take some, right? Let's close another 10 positions. Let's not be greedy. Right, and then Oxy, let me close, right? I got nearly $600 profit, so let me sell some so that I'm taking capital back. Once I get my capital, then you don't have that, you don't feel panic even if it goes down, because you're playing with free money, right? If it is not your money, your capital is intact, so you don't need to worry much. Right? Oh, Sava 42.59. Our calls would have been 200% up. Oh, yeah, that was a wrong close, but that's fine, right? As long as we are making profits. You see, if FREY made good money, DVN moved well, right? So if this session was not there, I would have taken all these 2 or 3 from the top, and maybe XY, SPY, such type of things on the other side, buying calls on this side, right? So you make money in both the ways. Right, it is nearly 368. Oh, come on. All right, your SPY is crossing 368. Come on. So 368 is a strong resistance. So let's be happy with 368. Let's close this. All right, and then let's close Oxy. Right. Let's close DVN. right? So how much we made from 100K? We made nearly 106K in last 45 minutes, right? That's what, if we take time, right? We all make mistakes, but if we take time to practice, if we take use tools, then yeah, definitely, right? That is, I used to work for Wipro. I used to get $5,000 per month or 6,000 when I came to this country, right? We made $6,000 in 1 hour with a 100K account. So yeah, that's what, right? Again, I have few more positions which I opened morning. I have to close them, but I hope everyone got some benefit out of the session, right? How to use just this, right? You are not going entering so many things, right? 368 is now if you see the chart. So SPY 360, it went to 368, and then it's a strong resistance. It is trying to come down. But I hope everyone got advantage, and yeah, talk to you on the weekend sessions. Thanks everyone. Bye. Hope some of you took advantage and made some money, and we'll talk later.